Hey everybody, welcome back. First off, let me apologize for any external noise you hear. It is very, very hot outside, and I've got a little ice maker running here. I got a fan behind me, and the air conditioner could turn on at any moment, so just bear with me. In my last video, I tested this little mini horizontal belt sander and found it was actually pretty decent for the price. I only paid $28 for it. I'll put a link to that video in the cards. But I had also bought two of these. I bought the horizontal one and I bought the vertical one. And I had not got the vertical one yet, and I did say I would do a review of the vertical one when I got it. So I did finally get it. So let's get it up here. Let's get it out of the box. And let's have a look at it and give it a bit of a test. I did open the box so you wouldn't have to put up with watching me cut it open and cut myself. This one was sold by Vevor. No idea who makes them because they're just a seller of Chinese made stuff. Take a quick look at the manual. I expect when I buy something made by Vevor, I expect a little bit better documentation than your average no-name Chinese tool. The English sometimes can be pretty spotty, but it's getting better. Vevor stuff's getting better and better all the time. Of course, the first pages are always how not to kill yourself with it, and warnings about it'll give you cancer in California. I think a solid aluminum block could give you cancer in California. Fortunately, I don't live in California and used to, but never will again, that's for sure. And so yeah, we got some decent little instructions. The other one basically came with nothing but a little sheet telling you how to change the belt, and that's all you got with it. So this is a little bit better. That's good. I'm sure I'll read that carefully someday. And in this box, which doesn't want to come out, in this box, what do we got? Hey whiz. Yep, it's the sanding discs and little wrenches. 10 extra sanding discs, probably the exact same ones that came in the other kit. And we have another box. I'm not even going to bother trying to open it nice. In this we have that same little grinding wheel and the same little polishing cloth disc. Let's see in here, probably the power supply is in here. Yep, power supply, and I'm guessing it's the same power supply with the, yep, there it is, with the speed control on the side. You get 12, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and 24 volts. And another little box. Oh no, it's not, it's just a protector for it. So here is the, let me get rid of the box, there's nothing else in there. Here is the tool itself. It actually kind of looks nicer than the other one in a way. Got rubber feet on the bottom, of course. Got the plating up front. Got the vertical belt. I'm sure you squeeze it to change the belt. I don't know, do you? Maybe this way? Yeah, there you go. That's how you change the belt. That just holds the belt in tension. Comes with a belt on it. Does it say what's on it? A 600 belt. This one's already got a motor cover on it. Shockingly enough, it doesn't cover up the vent holes like the other one did. I may have to take this one off and 3D print one just like it for the other one. So it comes fully assembled, except it does not have the to put the grinder disc on it. That would go out here. And these are just 775 motors, and they'll run on anything from 12 to 24 volts. This is actually a nicer setup than the other one, a little bit more thought through. But I warn you, these things usually are badly out of balance. And then the polishing disc, should you decide to put it on, it's going to go down here. So pretty much the same as the other one. They go off either side of the motor. And the other one had multiple single ball bearings on one end. This one does not seem to have that. See here on the horizontal one, this end down here is just four ball bearings stacked. Now there's nothing wrong with that, really. I don't hate that, but I actually like this a little better because it actually has rollers with bearings inside in each position. So that's nicer there. Let's get it plugged in and turned on, and let's see how it works. So let's turn it on and let's just see how smooth and quiet it is. I think this one's louder than the other one. What power level are we set to? We are set to 18 volts. So there is 12, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and 24. Yeah, something's going on there. That belt must have a flat spot on it somewhere, because you can see it's bouncing the spring-loaded pulley around a little bit more. Let's get it back up to, there's 18 volts again. And I got a couple of little, here's that knife from last time. Either of these could be used as a knife sharpener. The horizontal one may be a little better for that, but I don't see why either of them wouldn't do it. So let's see what belts you get with it first. So it's got two 120s, two 320s, two 600s, two 800s, and 2000, and it comes with an 800 belt on it. Let's put one of the 320 belts on it, because I don't have a lot of use for the 800 at the moment. Yeah, look at that belt. It's got quite a hump in it right there. That's why it's running so poorly. I want it to run this way. That runs quite a bit better. All right, so the other one, you could see how much it was bouncing, that back pulley. This one's not doing that at all. It's very smooth. So that was just a crappy belt. And I got a couple pieces of steel here to test on it. A piece of what looks like 1/8 inch flat bar, and it's been cut and has not been smoothed at all. And then we have something thinner, some 1/16 kind of bracket thing, and it's been cut on this end and not smoothed at all. So let's turn this back up to 18 volts and let's see how well it works. All right, that worked really nice. I rounded those corners off and took the burr off it. Honestly, for something this size, I couldn't ask for much more than that. This is too much for it, but you know what the heck, let's try it anyway. These are not the highest quality belts. I'm sure you'll not be shocked to find that out. Well, again, it rounded the corner slightly, and it took the burr off it. So I don't know what I would have to complain about that. It seems to work just fine. Let's go ahead and put these on it. These are going to make it shake like crazy. They cut it. They make that housing, that little motor cover, in such a way that you can actually get in and tighten that, which I don't hate. And get ready for the vibration. because I can, well, I don't know. This one doesn't look as bad as the one that came with the other one, but I expect it'll shake like crazy. Well, yeah, this one's not as bad as the other one. There's still quite a bit more vibration, but it's actually not that bad. Put it on. I say I don't intend to use it because I don't want to clean up another mess from it. This one is seems like slightly better thought out than the horizontal one. The motor cover, the couple of different things about it just seem a little bit better thought out. Anyway, let's go ahead and try that. Already throwing threads around. And actually, these are actually better than the ones that came with the other one. It might just be manufacturing differences, I don't know. But they are nowhere near as out of balance as the ones that came with the other one. It doesn't matter to me because I don't intend to use them anyway, but let's add some of this compound to it. God, it's just throwing threads everywhere. I just cleaned that up. I don't want to clean it up again. Yeah, I'm not doing any more of that. Anyway, if you want to use one of these, I suggest you get one that's not good. Look at it. They're all over my shirt, my chair, just from that little bit. Yeah, if you're going to use one of these, I would suggest you buy a better one than this. For me personally, I'm not going to use these because I don't polish stuff normally. So anyway, there you have it. From slow to full speed. Reversible, much nicer motor cover. Same kind of bottom stand with rubber feet. I have no problems with it. Same switch, a little bit more refined, I think, than this one. But honestly, if you need this kind of thing, and you're like me, you're doing small work and you don't want to go out in your workshop to use a big belt sander, or you just don't want to use a great big belt sander because you're using, you're doing something small, these just make a great option. I mean, this will fit on a small shelf underneath a desk like this. You won't even know they're there until you need them. Take them out, plug them in, do what you need to do, and yeah, I think they're really great. I'll put links to both of these below. They'll be Amazon links. I bought them both from Amazon. This one was 28 bucks. This one was 33. They both came with the same accessories, and they both seem like they work pretty darn well for what you get. I am not disappointed at all in these. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.